Hello again, and it seems like yesterday that I was doing the 2021 video, and here I am again on New Year's Eve 2021 introducing a brand new year 2022. Now, what a rubbish couple of years it's been. 2020 was a 4-year, all about procedures and rules and getting serious and step by step and washing your hands, dancing a jig, everything you needed not to get this COVID virus. Then 2021, we were thinking, okay, it's going to be a year of change, unexpected change, however. But, as we all know, change can be good or bad. So we've had a lot of change, both good and bad, throughout this year, and it's been quite an unstable year, 2021, hasn't it not? 2 years, I think, of rubbish. 2022 I have hugely high hopes for, because 2022 is a 6 year, and 6 years are a lower energy, and they're much more about family and community and pulling people together. So this year we're going to we lost all the procedures and the rubbish of 2020, all the uncertainty and the instability of 2021. Now let's hit 2022 with a bang. Now, as you know, your universal year, which is 2022, is the energy that hits us all. So we're all going to experience the energy of the 6, which is coming into calmer waters and being a bit more peaceful this year. So the world is going to be a bit better this year. I feel we're going to start coming out of the rubbish this year. And it's going to be a lower energy. There's going to be less progression, but it's going to be about reconnecting with family and those close this year, which I think is amazing. But remember, and on this video too, you've also got to consider your personal year, because it's not just about the energy hitting you from the universe, it's about the energy that you have within you. And it's important that these two energies are compatible, or you understand how to use the energy of the universal year to help you with your personal year. And sometimes the universal year is not always congruent. So on this video, we're going to talk about what's to expect in 2022. But then we're also going to talk about how to use the universal year to help you to work out your personal year for 2022. So you can really think about what the universal energies are going to offer you and what your personal year energies need. So you can really think about how to plan and think about this year. So let's get started. So 2022 is a 6 universal year. 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 2. The 3 2s equals the 6. So as I said, last year was about that unexpected change of the 5, freedom and expansion, but lots of change, a time to loosen up, be a bit more adaptable. Last year the world threw us lemons, and we had to try and make lemonade as much as possible, and even try and use the changes and the unstable situation to make lemonade, to use the change to our advantage where we could. And many people did try and use the situation to their advantage, and they would have had a better 2021. It was the year of risk. No one knew what was going to happen in 2021. You were just going for all kinds of experience to see what happened and what change came about. So very unstable, not the sort of year that you can feel comfortable in. But this year, it's more of a comfortable year. The 6 universal year, the universe is going to throw you more issues with family. You might need to spend more time with family. You might have lots of family events going on. Exciting family events, or family members might need your help, or it might be community based. The 6th year is very much about community, teamwork, bringing about peace for your family and the community around you, and togetherness. It's a lower energy year of socializing and teamwork and building relationships. You may even consider renovation of your home this year, because the 6 is very much about home and family. Decorating your home, remodeling, using your artistic using your artistic expression in order to make your house look more beautiful. Or you might get involved in fine art or even music. The 6th year will give you the opportunity to relax a little, be a bit more peaceful, spend a bit more time with family and helping out your community, dealing with events in your family, happy events or situations. Sometimes it's about kids going off to university. Sometimes it's about kids being born. The 6th universal year is about the people and the community, and, nurturing yourself, your family, your home, and your soul, and developing your creative artistry and your musical ability is all part of this year of universal nurture that 2022 is going to bring us. So the energy of the 6th universal year is about idealism, family, and creative artistry. The instability and the unexpected change of last year has gone poof. We'll be marching into calmer waters this year with the 6th energy. More events and situations closer to home and community where we feel more comfortable and at peace. There may be more family events, like I said, like marriage and children and other significant family needs. You might have lots of responsibilities this year. Sometimes the family and community responsibilities of the 6th energy can actually get in the way of other things. Sometimes we have to take time off work and other responsibilities in life in order to take on these family responsibilities. So it's very peaceful, it's very comforting, but sometimes, this year you might be asked to sacrifice your career and other things in your life in order to be there for family, for positive and possibly less positive reasons. Promoting community and peace and love and togetherness is about 2022. Applying your ideals practically to enhance the lives of those around us. We all have ideals, especially 6 life paths actually, about how the world should be. And it's about, sometimes those ideals can't be brought in totality, but sometimes we can practically manifest those ideals in order to nurture others in our lifetime, in our, what should I say, in our particular life situation. The 6th energy is about making the world a bit better and being a bit more peaceful and compassionate. So really positive. I've got really positive feelings for 2022. It really is going to be about home, family, community, renovating your house, bringing people together, having a chat with the neighbours and the community and bringing people together again after this 2020 and 2021 horrific nightmare. So the year of calmer waters, family and peace, really. The energy of the 6th universal year is going to be about family and helping those in need. The high energy of the changeable 5 year is calming, and you'll spend more time with family and community at this time. It's a lower energy year, as I've said. Last year was really woo. This year is a lower energy, so it's going to be a slower pace, more social, more camaraderie, more team focus, giving and receiving love, giving advice and support to those you love, getting back together with those you love that might have missed you over the last year and a half. Being harmonious again, bringing that warm family situation back together. You might have more experience, you might experience more demand, like I've said, on your responsibilities and duties of family and community, which might take you away from other things in your life, but it is a year of that. And, you may feel this year, because it's a lower energy and it's all about socialising, you might think that nothing's going fast enough this year, nothing's getting achieved. Don't worry, nothing really is supposed to be achieved in a 6th universal year. It's really going to be a year of healing and bringing everyone back together this year. So don't expect massive jumps forward in progression this year. Just relax back into the family and the community, and let's bring the peace back to our lives and kick out the rules and procedures of 2020 and the changeability of 2021 to the curb, and start 2022 with some more positivity and peaceful expectations. And if nothing is getting achieved, chill your beans. Let it not be achieved. because, you know, over this year and next year, you're not really going to be in that place, or the universe is not really going to be in that place of surging forward, because this year is a 6 year and next year, 2023, is a 7 universal year, which is even less about progression in the real world. So calm your energies this year and allow the waters to flow over you a little bit more this year. Allow peace and serenity into your life this year. There is no rush, okay? So, as I said at the beginning of this video, it's not just the universal year that matters, not just the harmonious energy of the 6th that matters. It's your personal year as well. But before I continue on talking about personal years, there's some contention in numerology about when the personal year starts. Some people say at the end of each chronological year, when the universal year ends and changes, your new personal year starts. Some numerologists and many people think it happens, the change happens actually on your birthday in that year. Now, I think we should all follow our intuition where this is concerned. I mean, my case for it being linked to the universal year is that the energies change in the universal year, and that is a major part of the equation for your personal year. So there's much to be said for the year ending at the end of the universal year, because otherwise it makes the sum a bit wrong when you're working out your personal year. But some people think it's round about their birthday time. Now, for me, my birthday is in autumn. So, you know, I might already be starting to feel the change for the end of the year, but it's my birthday as well. So I can't really be sure for me whether it's the end of the universal year or my birthday. My intuition tells me it's the universal year, because essentially, if you change the universal year, that changes your personal year. But I am fully respectful of other people believing it to be the other way around. It depends on what intuitively fits you. So please follow what intuitively fits you. If you really feel that your personal year ends and starts at your birthday, you must go with that. But if you feel that it's the end of the year, you must go with that too. Remember, I always say, only you know what's right for you. It's your intuitive voice that matters. So it's important then to learn how to work out your personal year, and to understand how that personal year, or how the universal year, is going to help your personal year, really. What the energy of the universe, of the 6 throwing at you, is that going to help your personal year? Or you might need to do some things to help that happen. You know, forewarned is forearmed. If you've got a certain year that might not be supported so much by the 6, forewarned is forearmed. You can take action in order to help your personal year, knowing full well that the universal year might not always be so helpful. Awareness is key, right? So I'm going to stop dabbling and move on. So we know the universal year is adding up the year. Basically all the digits of the year, 20226. So to calculate your personal year, because the universal year is the energy we all get, remember, your personal year energy is the energy that is just you. Okay, and you need to know the energy of that or the number of that universal year to be able to work out your personal year. That's my case for the personal year starting at the end of a chronological year. So for example, say somebody born on the 29th of October, I'm going to use just their day and month of birth. Their year is irrelevant at this point. So I add the 2 and the 9, get to 11. Even though that's a master energy, I'm going to keep reducing down to a 2. And October, of course, is 1. So I'm going to add 3 to the universal year. So I'm adding the 2 for the day, the 1 for the month, and the 6 for the universal year. And that gives me a personal year of 9. So you've got an energy of the 6 coming at you from the universe, and your personal year is 9. Now, these two are very compatible numbers. So somebody with the energy of the 9 this year is their personal year. It's going to enhance their idealism. It's going to enhance their creativity, because the 6 and the 9 are very creative numbers. So, you know, these numbers are going to work together beautifully. So let's have a look at just brush over the personal years, and then you can think about what I've said about the universal year 6 and think, how can my personal year work with this? If you're in a personal year 6 as well as a universal year 6, you can have really intensive 6 energy hitting you this year. But in 2022, if your personal year is going to be 1, the most significant of all years in our epicycle, if it's going to be a really significant year for you, the 1 is really going to be about new beginnings, bringing new things and people and projects into your life, new ideas, channeling new ideas, new projects. I could really start doing that and start thinking about how you can move forward on those ideas. Now, the universal year is about family and community, and it's a slower year. So, there's no reason why you can't have time during your 1 personal year in order to think up these new projects and maybe start thinking about beginning them. But the 1 personal year really needs a stronger energy, and you might find that the 6 universal year won't achieve enough for you this year. So you're going to have to work a little bit harder as a 1 personal year for you to be able to make the progressions that you would want to this year, because the universe is about peace and chilling this year, and it might not offer you easy progression. Okay. If you're in a 2 personal year, the 6 universal year is going to comfort you beautifully, because the 2 personal year, sorry, I'm going to keep saying this wrong, is also a lower energy year of socializing and calm and nurturing the new beginnings from last year, planning, musing, connecting with others. And seeing as the 6 universal year is very much about socializing and peace, to have a 2 personal year this year, mixing that with the 6 universal energy, it's going to be a very calm, slow-paced, peaceful year for you. And it really isn't about results for you this year. And your 2 personal year is so compatible with the 6 universal year. So let the relaxation begin. Don't expect too much progression this year, and allow yourself to think and muse and plan this year. Okay, and take the reduced energy from the universe to help you to have this relaxation and calm that you need for your 2 personal year. Now, if you're a 3 personal year, again, the 6 universe and energy might not necessarily give you the high energy that you need. So if you're in a 3 personal year, you're going to have to ramp up that energy yourself, because it's you that's going to have that 3 energy, not the universe. The universe is chilling. Remember, it's a 6 universal year. So if you want to express, if you want to implement your creativity and really start achieving this year, network, build relationships, and really get out there and express yourself and progress your ideas, then you might need to work a bit harder. The universe might not be overly helpful, because they're just going to be chilling. People in the universe over 2022 aren't going to be quick to get things done, because they're all feeling that 6 energy. So the 3 might struggle. If you've got a 3 personal year this year, your energy and drive is going to be stronger than the energy and drive that the universe might bring you. So you might have to work that little bit harder in order to bring any kind of progression this year, I'm afraid. But if you're in a 4 personal year, again, it's a calmer year, but it's still serious and it's still about hard work. So there could be a bit of a clash here. Actually, family is about security too. So career could be a bit of an issue here this year, because when you're in a 4 personal year, you're about building your security, not just for your family, but for yourself as well. Setting goals, achieving your goals, having a strong foundation, planning, persevering and achieving that plan step by step, getting things done, working hard and getting serious. That's what you need to do if you're in a 4 personal year next year. You're getting serious, you're putting down your plans, you're taking action, you're achieving your goals. So if you're achieving goals in your 4 year for family matters, for the universal 6 year, that's going to go a lot more smoothly because you're in a 4 year and the 6 supports that. But career might get a little bit stamped on this year because of the 6 universal year is going to pull you towards family and community duties, which could at times step on your goals a little bit. Your 4s could be starting their own business or progressing in a career in order to build their own security. This could be marred a little bit this year with the energy of the 2022, bringing family and community issues into your midst. But when it comes to the security of a family, you're going to be really good at keeping that security this year as a 4. But career might sometimes, and your career and your business, anything that's not related to family and community might have to fight for survival this year. But you're in a 4 personal year, so remember, it's about building your security. It's about building your stability, and you might have to try and progress and set some goals this year. But again, the 6 energy of the universal year really isn't about achievement. It might not be as easy as it normally is to get things done in the universal 2022 year. So it might be a little bit harder for a 4 personal year person in order to get things achieved this year, because everyone else is chilling and you're going to be thinking to yourself, really, is anyone ever going to get anything done? So that could be something that you might face this year if you have a personal year 4. Personal year 5 is very much about new opportunities, adventure, expansion, travel, change, unexpected events. Not so compatible with the universal year of stability and comfort and being around familiar people that you love and helping others. So if you're in a 5 personal year in 2021, you're going to have a bit of a clash between the universe wanting you to be with family and community and the universe not giving you the energy that you need in order to be that new opportune traveler and adventurer. Things might get in the way of you getting involved in new opportunities and adventure and expansion this year. But it is your personal year, so it is something that you might need to persevere to achieve, even though there's community and family issues or a lack of get up and go 5 energy that the universe would need. The 6 energy is not so intense, and the 5 energy is a get up and go, and the 6 energy is a bit, in a minute. So you're going to have to put a lot of extra energy in if you're in a 5 personal year, and you might find that things again aren't achieved as they would be on another year, or things don't progress as much as you would want them to. And it's that pesky, calm and chilled 2022 year that might be holding back matters. But keep expressing your 5-ness, keep looking out for those new opportunities and those that opportunity to learn and experience new things this year, but fully expect home and community to sometimes get in the way of that. 7 personal year, when you're in a 6 universal year, you see, the 6 universal year is very much about family, community and socializing. And in 2022, you're going to be thrown loads of opportunities to be family orientated and socialize and build relationships with others in 2022. Whereas the 7 still can connect with others and still likes to connect with others in their personal year, the 7 personal year is about spending time alone, really, figuring out who you are as a person, self-discovery, spiritual development, all those little things that help us realize who we are. 7 is about musing and self-research. So whereas both these energies are calmer, nothing's going to be achieved in a 6 universal year when you've got a 7 personal year, because both these years aren't about results, they're about musing, thinking and resting. So the 7 is going to be about spending time alone in spiritual self-discovery, research, learning, planning. Who am I? It's very much about thinking about the big questions and but the 7 energy is about not being on your own too much as well. So sometimes the 6 universal energy is going to be really useful to stop you in your 7 personal year from becoming too isolated, because the universe is going to be coming, family, community, social, teamwork, come and spend time with us. And what it's going to be about in your 7 personal year is balancing your social time and your alone time. But yeah, if you're in a 7 personal year, you're going to want to spend a bit of time alone, and that's perfectly natural for a 7 personal year. But you're going to have family and community and friendship issues always like pushing in. And the thing about that, as I say again, is finding balance between the two, not allowing the universal year to overtake your 7-ness, but not allowing your 7-ness to isolate you this year. Very, very important. If you're an 8 year, 8 is about action and achievement, and the universe isn't going to be all that helpful. As I said, the universe of the 6 universal year isn't about progression. It's about nurture and relaxation and bringing our ideals to earth and coming away, calming down and healing from the adversity of the last 2 years. So if you're in an 8 personal year with a sluggish energy of the 6, you're going to struggle to get things achieved this year. And, it's your personal year, so it's important that you work towards achievement and action and abundance this year, and building abundance and using it as a tool to help others, and having achievement, taking action, and really, really putting your energy out there this year. The universe might be a bit sluggish, but you must keep doing your 8th thing this year if it's your 8 personal year. But please expect that sometimes the world might be a bit sluggish and chilled out this year. They might not be quick to help you with your achievement, and there might be some family issues or community issues that might get in the way of your achievement a little bit this year. But keep your eye on that achievement prize, because remember, you're here to be a balanced achiever and a world-class business leader, as that's what the energy of the 8 is all about. So when you're in a personal year 8, it's all about you taking action. It's about you putting all your plans into fruition and achieving results. And when you're in a universal year 6, which is not about results, it could be quite an uphill struggle for the 8 personal year this year. The 9 personal year is an emotional year. It's about endings. It's about ending situations that no longer serve you, clearing out your cupboards and creating a void that can be filled in your 1 personal year next year in 2023. So when I think of the 6 and the 9 together, I think, okay, the 9 is particularly a high, heavy energy. It's about clearing out, getting rid of things that no longer serve you. So, it could be clearing out your cupboards at home, or musing beliefs or situations that no longer serve you, or even relationships that no longer serve you. It's about bringing an end to things that really aren't going to help you in your next epicycle. So, it is about socializing, but it's also about musing as well. And whereas the 9 isn't so much about achievement, it's about endings. And the 6 universal year is about nurture, really. So if you've got a 9 universal year, it could be quite an emotional year for you this year, whether you initiate the change or whether change is pushed on you. But it's a very creative couple of years together. The universe is going to be throwing the creativity of the 6. And the 9 is going to be throwing the creativity of the 9. Remember, the 3, 6 and the 9 are the very creative numbers. So if you're ending things this year, you can spend a bit of time with family and community, spend a bit of time in that lower energy of the universal 6, musing, what isn't serving me in my life right now? What really, it could be a good idea if it was booted out. Now, some things can go easily. They can just get chucked in the bin. But some things are going to be quite emotional. So, expect if you're in a 9 year and you are musing some changes this year whilst sitting with your family in your living room, consider that some things are going to end easily and some things might be a bit emotional. So expect that in 2022 if you're in a 9 personal year. So I hope you found my video about 2022 really useful. Remember, guys, you can have a reading from me. I can teach you all about numerology. You can request videos from me on this channel. You can ask me questions. You can do all sorts. Remember, go to my website as well, guys. It's all new. It's all spangly. I've been going on all this time about how my website still isn't done. Now it is. And you've got links to my YouTube channel, links to my podcasts, which I do now. And I keep forgetting to tell you all, guys, about my podcast. So if you want links to my podcasts, you can find it on Spotify, or you can find the links on my website, www.soulexplorer.net. You can also contact me if you would like a reading. I do long readings and short readings depending on what you want. And you can request videos on this channel from me, or just ask me questions, or just say hello. And of course, if you'd like to learn about numerology, I've got courses on Udemy that are going to be in that description box. And I do one-to-one coaching if you so desire as well. So whatever you need in numerology or your spiritual development, just send me a message and I will try and help you. But remember, everything I say is irrelevant if it doesn't fit and if it doesn't resonate with the soul within you. Okay? Only follow things and do things that really resonate with you and what's the word? Are comfortable, and that I can't think of the word. And this is always my end bit on my videos, but only do what fits you, only do what resonates with you, and only do what feels intuitively right for you, no matter what anyone else says in your life. Okay? Happy New Year. Have an amazing New Year's Eve, because I know festivities are beginning now. In Australia, I'd imagine they're almost finished, or they're just starting here in the UK, as it's like 10 to 7, and they're going to be starting, I'd imagine, in the US very soon. So hopefully you guys will get to see this uplifting video before your festivities start this evening. So Happy New Year and happy 2022 to you all.